In a world constantly shifting with turmoil, uncertainty, and unexpected challenges, one of the most admirable traits a person can possess is the ability to stay calm amid the storm. While others scramble, react impulsively, or succumb to panic, there are a few who stand unshaken, their composure unbroken by the chaos around them. These individuals possess a rare power, one that commands respect, admiration, and influence. How do they do it? The answer lies in the philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient practice that teaches us the art of emotional resilience and rational thinking. Stoics understand that we cannot control the world, but we can control how we respond to it. And it is this response, calm, measured, and unwavering, that gives them the strength to weather any storm with grace and dignity. Imagine a crisis unfolding around you. People are panicking, decisions are being made in haste, emotions are running high. While others are losing their heads, the Stoic remains composed, evaluating the situation with a clear mind and responding only to what is within their control. This quiet strength doesn't just benefit them, it positively influences those around them as well. In moments of chaos, people look for anchors, and the Stoic becomes that steady force, a beacon of calm amidst the confusion. The power of being unshaken in turbulent times is not just in preserving your own peace, but in guiding others toward it as well. In this world, where reactions often outweigh actions, staying unshaken is a form of mastery. It demands inner strength, unwavering discipline, and a deep understanding of the self. And for those who embody this, the respect they command is not just for their outward calm, but for the power they hold over their own mind, emotions, and fate. Number 1. The silent weapon. Why your quiet confidence terrifies them. In a world driven by noise, distractions, and constant validation seeking, silence stands out as a rare and powerful force. People are conditioned to associate confidence with loudness, big words, bold gestures, and assertive declarations. But true confidence doesn't need to shout. It whispers, and that whisper is often more deafening than any roar. Quiet confidence, a hallmark of Stoicism, terrifies others because it reflects inner strength, self-assuredness, and emotional mastery, qualities that are unshakable and intimidating to those who rely on external validation. Quiet confidence stems from self-mastery. When you have control over your emotions and thoughts, you don't feel the need to justify yourself to others. You operate from a position of inner stability, which makes you immune to external chaos. This terrifies people who are used to manipulating others through drama, provocation, or control. They see that their usual tactics have no effect on you, and this disrupts their sense of power. In Stoic philosophy, this self-mastery is key. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your silence reflects your ability to choose peace over unnecessary conflict and wisdom over impulsive reactions. Silence also creates an aura of mystery. When you don't overshare or react emotionally, people are left guessing about your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. This unpredictability can be unsettling, as most people are accustomed to reading others' emotions and behaviors easily. By withholding your reactions, you maintain control of the narrative and make others respect your boundaries. Mystery, when paired with quiet confidence, is magnetic. It draws people in, making them curious and even a little intimidated. They can't figure you out, and that uncertainty makes you stand out in a sea of predictable behavior. Confidence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about knowing you don't have to be. Quiet confidence signals that you're secure in your abilities, values, and decisions. This terrifies those who depend on external factors like praise or attention to feel validated. They see in you what they lack: independence, resilience, and self-belief. In a confrontation, silence is often the most disarming weapon. It conveys that you're unbothered by others' attempts to provoke or belittle you. This composure can make others feel small, as they realize their efforts to disrupt your peace have failed. People fear what they don't understand or can't control. Your quiet confidence exposes their insecurities and forces them to confront their own shortcomings. It challenges their perception of power, which they often equate with dominance and noise. By staying calm and composed, you shift the balance of power in your favor without even saying a word. Number 2, when they ignore you, it's your biggest advantage. Here's why being ignored can sting. Whether it's in a relationship, at work, or within a social circle, feeling unseen or undervalued often triggers self-doubt and frustration. However, what if being ignored isn't a setback, but an opportunity? What if it's not a rejection, but a moment of liberation that allows you to grow, evolve, and reclaim your power? The truth is, when someone ignores you, it can be your greatest advantage, if you choose to see it that way. This isn't about pretending indifference or suppressing your feelings. It's about shifting your perspective and recognizing the unique leverage this situation offers. When people ignore you, they unknowingly give you the gift of clarity. Their actions reveal where you truly stand in their priorities. Instead of wasting energy on mixed signals or false assumptions, you gain insight into their level of interest, respect, or commitment. This clarity allows you to redirect your focus toward people and opportunities that genuinely align with your worth. It's a wake-up call to stop investing in one-sided relationships or draining dynamics. By embracing this moment of realization, you reclaim your energy and redirect it toward more meaningful pursuits. More importantly, being ignored creates space for self-reflection and growth. When someone's attention fades, it's easy to spiral into thoughts of inadequacy, questioning what you did wrong. But the Stoic approach flips the narrative. Instead of asking, "Why are they ignoring me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Use this time to evaluate your own actions, refine your strengths, and identify areas for improvement. This process not only builds resilience, but also shifts the power dynamic. You're no longer focused on their behavior, you're focused on your evolution. And when you channel your energy into bettering yourself, you become someone who commands attention, not by seeking it, but by embodying your true potential. Another advantage of being ignored is the freedom it offers. Often, people's expectations or judgments can weigh heavily on us, subtly influencing our choices and actions. When someone ignores you, their expectations disappear. This is your chance to break free from the need to please others or conform to their opinions. It's a clean slate to define your path on your terms. Use this newfound freedom to explore your interests, set ambitious goals, or take bold steps you might have hesitated to take under their watchful gaze. In this way, their absence becomes the catalyst for your personal liberation. From a strategic perspective, silence can be a powerful tool. When someone ignores you, the Stoic response is not to react with anger, desperation, or attempts to win their attention. Instead, respond with calm detachment. Your composure sends a clear message. You are not dependent on their recognition to feel whole. This response shifts the power dynamic entirely. While they may expect you to chase after them or prove your worth, your silence and self-assurance force them to confront their own behavior. Often, this leads to them re-evaluating their actions and, in some cases, regretting their choice to ignore you. Being ignored also highlights your capacity for independence. Many people fear being overlooked because it triggers a sense of isolation. But independence is not loneliness, it's empowerment. When you realize you can thrive without someone's attention or approval, you become untouchable. You're no longer at the mercy of external validation, and this self-reliance becomes a source of strength that others can't ignore for long. It's in these moments of solitude that you develop the kind of resilience and inner peace that sets you apart. Number 3, the dangerous power of silence. How to win without saying a word. Silence is often misunderstood as a sign of weakness or passivity. In reality, silence is one of the most potent tools of influence and power. Its impact is profound, not because of what it lacks, but because of what it represents. The ability to stay silent in critical moments, to withhold words when they are not necessary, and to communicate through actions rather than speech is a skill that few possess, but many respect and even fear. Silence, when wielded with intention, can disarm, confuse, and command attention in ways that words never could. It's not just the absence of noise, it's a strategic force that can shift dynamics and grant you an edge in almost any situation. One of the most dangerous aspects of silence is its unpredictability. When someone remains silent, they create a void that others feel compelled to fill. People are naturally uncomfortable with silence. It makes them overthink, second-guess, and often reveal more than they intend. By saying nothing, you put the other person in a position of vulnerability as they scramble to interpret your intentions or explain their own. Silence in this way becomes a mirror, forcing others to confront their own thoughts, insecurities, and motives. This is why silence often holds more power in a negotiation or confrontation than any argument or rebuttal ever could. Silence is also a tool for control. When you speak, you give away your position, your thoughts, emotions, or strategies. But when you remain silent, you keep your intentions hidden, making it difficult for others to predict your next move. This sense of mystery can be unsettling, even intimidating, especially to those who thrive on dominance or manipulation. Your silence denies them the satisfaction of a reaction, disrupting their attempts to provoke or influence you. In the art of power, saying nothing often says everything. It communicates that you are in control, not just of the situation, but of yourself. Moreover, silence demonstrates confidence. In a world where people rush to speak, defend, or explain, those who remain quiet stand out as self-assured and deliberate. Silence shows that you are comfortable in your own skin, unbothered by the need to prove yourself or seek validation. This confidence is magnetic. It draws people in and compels them to take you seriously, even without you uttering a single word. The quiet individual exudes strength, creating an aura of authority that is impossible to ignore. Silence also offers space for reflection and clarity. Speaking impulsively often leads to mistakes, misunderstandings, or regrets. But silence gives you time to think, to assess the situation, and to choose your words or your actions carefully. It allows you to respond with precision rather than react with emotion. This calculated approach not only enhances your credibility, but also ensures that when you do speak, your words carry weight. People listen more attentively to someone who speaks rarely but wisely, as opposed to someone who talks incessantly without substance. Additionally, silence can be a form of resistance. In confrontations or manipulative situations, silence becomes a boundary, a refusal to engage on someone else's terms. It signals that you will not be provoked or drawn into unnecessary conflict. This non-reaction often frustrates those who seek to control or provoke you, as they realize their attempts are futile. By remaining silent, you maintain your dignity and composure while subtly asserting your dominance. In relationships, silence can communicate more than words ever could. It can express disapproval, disappointment, or a need for boundaries without escalating tension. Silence allows the other person to reflect on their actions and come to their own realizations, often leading to more meaningful resolutions than arguments or lectures. In this way, silence becomes a tool for fostering understanding and growth, both for yourself and others. Ultimately, the dangerous power of silence lies in its ability to shift dynamics without force or aggression. It is the epitome of control, confidence, and strategy. By mastering silence, you master yourself, and in doing so, you gain the ability to influence others without needing to speak. In a world overwhelmed by noise, silence is a rare and powerful weapon, one that can help you win battles, navigate conflicts, and command respect without ever uttering a word. Number 4. They're watching you more closely when you stay silent. Here's what it means. Silence has a way of drawing attention like nothing else. In a world where everyone is eager to speak, explain, or react, the person who remains silent stands out. This is not because silence is passive, but because it is powerful. When you choose not to speak, you disrupt the usual flow of communication, and suddenly, all eyes are on you. People start to wonder, what are you thinking? What are you planning? Why aren't you reacting? This curiosity, often mixed with apprehension, makes your silence an object of intense focus. When you stay silent, they watch you more closely, and their heightened attention reveals far more about the situation and their insecurities than about you. First and foremost, silence signals self-control. In moments of tension, disagreement, or uncertainty, the natural human instinct is to react. Most people feel compelled to fill the void with words, often speaking impulsively or emotionally. But the person who stays silent demonstrates an unusual level of restraint and composure. This control is unsettling to others because it shows that you are not governed by your emotions or the need for validation. It makes people question their own behavior. Why am I reacting while they remain calm? This self-reflection often exposes their insecurities and leaves them second-guessing their actions. Silence also shifts the power dynamic. When you choose not to respond, you force others to interpret your silence. Are you indifferent? Are you planning something? Do you know something they don't? These unanswered questions create a sense of mystery, which can be both intriguing and intimidating. People are naturally uncomfortable with the unknown, and your silence amplifies this discomfort. The more they watch you, the more they project their own fears, doubts, or assumptions onto you. This projection often reveals their vulnerabilities, giving you a strategic advantage. Moreover, staying silent positions you as an observer rather than a participant. While others are busy reacting or trying to dominate the conversation, you are quietly gathering information. You notice things they might miss, their tone, body language, and hidden intentions. This observational role not only gives you deeper insight into the situation, but also shows that you are not easily swayed or manipulated. Your silence becomes a statement. You are in control, and you are choosing to listen rather than react. This calculated restraint can be unnerving to those who are used to provoking or controlling others. Another reason silence draws attention is its association with strength. People who are confident in themselves do not feel the need to constantly explain, defend, or assert their position. They trust that their presence, actions, or silence will speak for them. This quiet confidence is magnetic. It commands respect and curiosity. When you stay silent, people are drawn to you because they sense that you are secure in yourself and unbothered by external pressures. This is a rare quality in a world where many seek constant validation, making your silence all the more noticeable. Interestingly, your silence can also expose the motives of others. When people are watching you closely, they often reveal more about themselves than they realize. For instance, Someone who becomes anxious or defensive in response to your silence might be hiding something or trying to manipulate you. On the other hand, someone who respects your silence and gives you space might be genuinely considerate or self-assured. By staying silent, you allow others to reveal their true character, helping you determine who is trustworthy and who is not. Silence also gives you control over timing. Words spoken in haste often lose their impact, but silence allows you to choose the perfect moment to speak or not speak at all. When you finally do say something, your words carry far more weight because they are unexpected and deliberate. People are more likely to listen closely and take you seriously when you speak sparingly. Until that moment comes, your silence keeps them on edge, wondering what you might say or do next. In relationships, silence can have an even deeper impact. When you stay silent during a conflict or disagreement, it forces the other person to reflect on their own behavior. Instead of escalating the situation, your silence creates a pause, a space for introspection and resolution. It shows that you are not interested in petty arguments, but are focused on maintaining peace and understanding. This kind of silence is not about avoidance. It is about fostering growth and respect on both sides. Number 5. If you react, they win. Why Stoics never play their game. Reacting is instinctive. When provoked, insulted, or challenged, the natural human response is to defend, argue, or retaliate. It feels like taking action, standing your ground, or setting the record straight. However, in reality, reacting often gives away your power. It shifts the focus from the issue at hand to your emotional response, and in doing so, hands control of the situation to the other person. This is why the Stoics, known for their unwavering composure and mastery over emotions, emphasize the importance of not reacting. They understand that if you react, they win, not because they were right, but because they succeeded in controlling your state of mind. When someone tries to provoke you, their goal is often to pull you into their game, a game they know well and have designed to their advantage. By reacting, you step into their arena, playing by their rules. Whether it's a heated argument, an attempt to manipulate, or a subtle jab to undermine your confidence, your reaction validates their effort. It shows that they have power over you, that they can influence your emotions and dictate your behavior. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies in refusing to engage on their terms. When you remain calm and unbothered, you rob them of the satisfaction they seek and maintain control over yourself. Reacting also clouds judgment. Emotions, when unchecked, can distort your perception of reality, leading to impulsive decisions or words you might regret later. The Stoics believed in responding to situations with reason, not emotion. They practiced the art of pausing, taking a moment to assess the situation, understand their feelings, and decide on the most constructive course of action. This pause is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. It allows you to rise above the immediate provocation and act in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Furthermore, not reacting exposes the motives of others. When you refuse to be drawn into their drama, you force them to confront their own behavior. Their attempts to provoke you lose momentum, and their intentions become more transparent. Are they trying to manipulate you? Test your patience. Assert dominance. Your silence and calmness act as a mirror, reflecting their insecurities and strategies back at them. It's often in these moments of non-reaction that their true character is revealed, giving you the upper hand without you having to lift a finger. The Stoics also understood the power of energy conservation. Reacting to every slight, insult, or challenge is exhausting. It drains your mental and emotional resources, leaving you less equipped to focus on what truly matters. By choosing not to react, you protect your energy and prioritize your peace of mind. This doesn't mean you ignore important issues. It means you reserve your energy for situations that genuinely require your attention and action. In doing so, you maintain your inner balance and become less susceptible to external disturbances. Another reason Stoics avoid reacting is their focus on controlling what they can and letting go of what they can't. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This philosophy teaches us that other people's actions, words, or opinions are beyond our control. What we can control is our response. By refusing to react, we assert our independence from their influence, demonstrating that our peace is not at the mercy of external forces. Stoics also recognize that reacting often escalates conflict rather than resolving it. A sharp retort to an insult, for example, might lead to a prolonged argument, while staying silent allows the moment to pass without unnecessary drama. In professional settings, this principle is particularly valuable. By maintaining composure, you project an image of maturity and self-control, earning the respect of others and preserving your reputation. The person who reacts impulsively may win the moment, but the person who remains calm wins the war. In relationships, not reacting creates space for understanding and growth. When faced with criticism or a tense situation, reacting defensively can shut down communication. But staying calm and choosing your response carefully opens the door to deeper dialogue and resolution. It shows that you are focused on the relationship's long-term health rather than on winning a fleeting argument. This approach fosters trust, respect, and mutual understanding, qualities that strengthen any relationship. Ultimately, refusing to react is not about suppressing your emotions or avoiding confrontation. It's about mastering your inner world and choosing your battles wisely. The Stoic approach teaches us that true power comes not from dominating others, but from remaining unshaken in the face of provocation. When you react, you give away your power. When you remain composed, you keep it. By not reacting, you break free from the cycle of provocation and retaliation. You show that you are guided by principles, not by impulses. In doing so, you elevate yourself above petty conflicts and distractions, focusing instead on what truly matters. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom: to remain calm, grounded, and unbothered, no matter what life throws your way. Let them play their game. The Stoics have already mastered the art of winning without playing. Number 6. Master the art of being unbothered. The Stoics' secret to dominating life. In a world filled with constant noise, distractions, and provocations, the ability to remain unbothered is a superpower. Most people spend their lives reacting to every criticism, complaint, or challenge that comes their way, draining their energy and focus on things that don't truly matter. However, those who master the art of being unbothered gain an incredible advantage. They become immune to trivialities, laser-focused on their goals, and in complete control of their inner peace. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy: to cultivate a state of mind so resilient, so centered, that external chaos cannot disturb it. It's not about avoiding problems or ignoring responsibilities. It's about knowing what deserves your attention and what does not. Being unbothered starts with recognizing the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. This principle is central to Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By internalizing this wisdom, you free yourself from the emotional turmoil caused by trying to control the uncontrollable. Whether it's someone else's opinion, unexpected setbacks, or the behavior of others, you learn to accept what is outside your influence and focus entirely on your own actions and mindset. This shift in perspective is liberating. It allows you to stop wasting energy on things you cannot change and instead channel it into becoming the best version of yourself. The art of being unbothered also involves emotional discipline. Most people are quick to react when provoked, often letting their emotions dictate their actions. But Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in responding with reason, not impulse. When someone criticizes you or tries to bring you down, your immediate reaction might be anger or defensiveness. However, by pausing and reflecting, you regain control over your emotions. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Does this criticism hold any truth? More often than not, you'll find that the best response is no response at all. Silence and composure speak louder than any words ever could. They show that you are not easily rattled and that your sense of self-worth is not tied to others' opinions. Another key to mastering the art of being unbothered is setting boundaries. To protect your peace, you must be selective about the people, situations, and information you allow into your life. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, and distance yourself from those who thrive on drama or negativity. Remember, your energy is a finite resource, and it should be invested wisely. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it's necessary. It ensures that you remain in control of your environment and your mental state, rather than being at the mercy of others' chaos. Stoics also emphasize the importance of perspective. When faced with challenges or irritations, they advise stepping back and viewing the situation from a broader lens. Will this issue matter a year from now? Is it worth sacrificing your peace over? Often, the things that bother us in the moment are insignificant in the grand scheme of life. By practicing this mental distancing, you can maintain your calm and focus on what truly matters. This perspective not only helps you stay unbothered, but also allows you to approach problems with clarity and wisdom. Additionally, being unbothered means embracing imperfection, both in yourself and others. Many people are bothered by their own mistakes or by others' failure to meet their expectations. But Stoicism teaches that perfection is an illusion. Everyone is flawed, and life is inherently unpredictable. By accepting this reality, you free yourself from unnecessary frustration and disappointment. Instead of trying to control or change everything, you learn to adapt and find peace in the midst of imperfection. Finally, mastering the art of being unbothered requires a deep sense of purpose. When you are clear about your goals and values, trivial matters naturally fade into the background. The Stoics believed that life's true meaning lies in fulfilling your duty, contributing to the greater good, and pursuing personal growth. By staying focused on these higher purposes, you develop a mental resilience that shields you from petty distractions and negativity. Your purpose becomes your anchor, keeping you grounded no matter what storms may come your way. Number 7. The moment you stop reacting, you've already won. Winning doesn't always look like triumph or domination. It often looks like silence, calm, and choosing not to engage. The moment you stop reacting, you've already won because you've taken control of the one thing that matters most: yourself. Life is filled with provocations, distractions, and emotional triggers designed to pull you into unnecessary battles. But the Stoics teach us that true victory lies in mastering our reactions, rising above the noise, and maintaining our inner peace regardless of external circumstances. When you stop reacting, you break free from the cycle of emotional manipulation. People who provoke you often seek to control your emotions and, by extension, your actions. They thrive on your reactions because it validates their efforts, gives them attention, or shifts the focus from their behavior to yours. By refusing to react, you deny them this power. You send a clear message: I am not governed by your actions or opinions. I am in control of myself. This calm defiance is more powerful than any angry retort or emotional outburst. It shows strength, restraint, and confidence, qualities that are far more impactful than reacting impulsively. The decision to stop reacting also protects your mental and emotional energy. Every time you react to a provocation, you invest a part of yourself in someone else's agenda. Whether it's a rude comment, a frustrating situation, or an intentional insult, reacting takes energy. Energy that could be better spent on your goals, growth, and well-being. By staying calm and composed, you conserve your resources and direct them toward what truly matters. Over time, this habit of non-reaction creates a sense of balance and focus that allows you to excel in all areas of life. Not reacting also shifts the power dynamic in your favor. In any conflict or confrontation, the person who remains calm holds the upper hand. They can observe the situation objectively, make better decisions, and respond strategically rather than emotionally. This is a skill the Stoics mastered. They understood that reacting impulsively often leads to regret, while staying composed allows you to act with clarity and purpose. When you stop reacting, you don't just avoid unnecessary conflict. You position yourself as a leader, someone who is in control and not easily swayed by external forces. Moreover, choosing not to react creates an air of mystery and unpredictability. People are used to others responding in predictable ways, defending themselves, arguing, or retaliating. When you don't react, you disrupt this pattern and force others to reevaluate their approach. They may become confused, frustrated, or even intimidated by your composure. This element of surprise works to your advantage because it keeps others guessing about your thoughts, intentions, and strategies. It makes you less vulnerable and more powerful in their eyes. Stopping your reactions doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means understanding them and choosing how to express them. The Stoics believed in observing emotions without being controlled by them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By practicing self-awareness, you can acknowledge your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. This allows you to respond thoughtfully, if at all, rather than reacting impulsively. Non-reaction also encourages introspection and growth. When you stop reacting, you create a space to reflect on the situation and your role in it. You ask yourself questions like, why does this bother me? What does my reaction say about me? How can I handle this better? This process of self-reflection not only helps you grow as a person, but also reinforces your ability to stay calm in future situations. Over time, you become less reactive, more self-aware, and better equipped to navigate life's challenges. Another powerful aspect of not reacting is its impact on relationships. In conflicts, reacting emotionally often escalates the situation, leading to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. But when you remain calm and composed, you create an environment for resolution rather than confrontation. Your composure can diffuse tension, encourage open communication, and foster mutual respect. It shows that you value the relationship more than the argument, which can strengthen your bond with others. Ultimately, the moment you stop reacting, you reclaim your power. You demonstrate that you are not a puppet pulled by the strings of external forces, but a grounded individual who chooses their responses deliberately. This is a rare and admirable quality that commands respect and admiration from others. It's a quiet kind of victory, but it's a victory nonetheless, one that secures your inner peace, protects your energy, and positions you for success in all areas of life. Number 8. Why people hate what they can't control about you. There is a universal truth about human nature. People often fear or resent what they cannot control. This phenomenon becomes particularly evident when someone demonstrates independence, confidence, or resilience that others cannot influence. If you've ever noticed hostility or disdain from people for no apparent reason, chances are it stems from their inability to control or manipulate you. This reaction isn't about you, it's about them. The Stoics understood this well, emphasizing the importance of remaining steadfast in your values and unaffected by external negativity. When you live authentically and refuse to conform to others' expectations, you disrupt their sense of control. Many people are uncomfortable with those who are unapologetically themselves because it highlights their own insecurities. Your independence can serve as a mirror, reflecting back their lack of self-assurance or inability to stand firm in their beliefs. Instead of admiring your strength, they may project their frustrations onto you, masking their envy with hostility. This is why some people may resent your confidence or self-discipline. They wish they could emulate it, but lack the courage or effort to do so. Another reason people hate what they can't control about you is that it threatens their sense of power. In many social and professional interactions, power dynamics play a subtle yet significant role. When you are emotionally unshaken and mentally grounded, it becomes difficult for others to dominate or manipulate you. This refusal to play their game unsettles them. They may try to provoke, criticize, or belittle you, hoping to draw a reaction and regain control. However, when you remain calm and composed, their efforts are futile, leaving them frustrated and sometimes resentful. The Stoics believed that this resistance to external control is the essence of true freedom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind." By maintaining control over your thoughts and reactions, you free yourself from the influence of others. This inner peace is both your greatest strength and the source of others' discomfort, as it challenges their attempts to impose their will upon you. Your refusal to conform also challenges societal norms. In a world where people often seek validation through external approval, those who chart their own path are seen as disruptors. Your independence may be perceived as arrogance or defiance by those who are deeply invested in maintaining the status quo. They might feel that your choices undermine their own beliefs or highlight the limitations of their thinking. Instead of questioning their perspective, they may choose to resent you for not conforming. At its core, the hatred people feel for what they can't control is rooted in fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of losing influence, and fear of being exposed. Your resilience and independence make you unpredictable and therefore intimidating. People are naturally drawn to certainty and predictability because it provides a sense of stability. When you operate outside these expectations, it forces them to confront their discomfort and insecurity. This emotional reaction is often expressed as hostility or disdain toward you, even if you've done nothing to provoke it. The key to handling this negativity lies in the teachings of Stoicism. The Stoics believed that external opinions and emotions should not dictate your actions or disturb your peace. Epictetus advised, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By understanding that others' resentment is a reflection of their own struggles, not your worth, you can rise above their negativity. Instead of internalizing their hostility, you can remain grounded in your values and purpose, unaffected by their attempts to bring you down. It's also important to recognize that not everyone will understand or appreciate your independence, and that's okay. You are not obligated to make yourself smaller or more palatable to fit others' expectations. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our own actions, thoughts, and character. By staying true to yourself, you inspire those who are ready to grow and challenge those who are not. Either way, you are living authentically, and that is far more valuable than seeking the approval of those who misunderstand you. Over time, the very qualities that provoke resentment in some may inspire admiration in others. Your resilience, confidence, and independence can serve as a beacon of strength for those who aspire to break free from their own limitations. By refusing to be controlled, you pave the way for others to do the same. The hatred of a few is a small price to pay for the respect and inspiration you offer to many. Number 9. They'll regret ignoring you, but only if you do this. Being ignored can be a deeply painful experience, whether it's from a friend, a colleague, a romantic partner, or even family. Feeling overlooked can trigger feelings of rejection or inadequacy. However, the Stoic approach offers a powerful perspective. If you react with anger, bitterness, or desperation when someone ignores you, you are giving them exactly what they want. But if you adopt a different approach, one of calm, composure, and self-respect, you not only protect your peace, but also create the conditions for them to regret their actions. Here's why. The first step in turning the tables when someone ignores you is to resist the urge to chase after their attention. When people sense that you need their validation or approval to feel good about yourself, they hold power over you. This is why many individuals, whether consciously or unconsciously, may ignore you in order to assert control or test your emotional response. If you react by desperately trying to get their attention, pleading for recognition, or engaging in emotional outbursts, you're reinforcing their power over you. Instead, the Stoic response is to remain unfazed. When you refuse to let their behavior disturb your peace, you take away their ability to manipulate or control your emotions. In Stoicism, the idea of maintaining one's dignity is central. This means acting with grace and self-respect, regardless of the actions of others. If someone ignores you, your response should be rooted in the recognition that their actions do not define your worth. You do not need their approval or attention to validate your existence. By maintaining your composure, you demonstrate a level of emotional independence that forces them to confront their own behavior. People often take others for granted, assuming that they will always chase after them for attention. But when you remain unbothered, they may begin to question why you're no longer seeking them out, and in doing so, they may start to regret their decision to ignore you. The key to making them regret ignoring you is not to chase after their attention, but to focus on your own growth and well-being. As a Stoic, you are responsible for your own emotions and actions. You cannot control how others treat you, but you can control how you respond. When someone ignores you, use that time to invest in your own development, whether it's furthering your goals, honing your skills, or simply taking care of your own emotional and physical well-being. By focusing on your own life and progress, you shift the power dynamics. While they are preoccupied with their own behavior, you continue to move forward, which often leads them to regret their decision as they witness your growth and success from the sidelines. In addition, when you stop chasing after someone's approval, you begin to attract people who genuinely value and respect you for who you are. Rather than investing emotional energy into someone who disregards you, the Stoic approach would have you channel that energy into building relationships with those who recognize your worth and treat you with respect. Over time, the person who once ignored you may realize that they have lost someone valuable, and they may regret their actions. However, by that time, you will have grown stronger, wiser, and more emotionally resilient, attributes that make you even more attractive and compelling. Another crucial element is that you should not seek revenge or harbor resentment. Holding on to grudges or plotting to make the other person feel bad only keeps you tied to the negativity of the situation. Stoicism teaches the importance of forgiveness and letting go of the need for retaliation. By releasing these negative emotions, you maintain your emotional freedom and demonstrate that you are unaffected by their actions. When you do not give in to bitterness, people often regret their behavior because they realize that they have not succeeded in causing you harm or distress. Number 10. The world respects the unshaken. How Stoics stay calm amid chaos. In a world filled with constant distractions, pressures, and unpredictable events, one of the most remarkable traits anyone can possess is the ability to remain calm amid chaos. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded on reason and virtue, teaches that emotional resilience and inner peace are essential for navigating life's challenges. The Stoic approach to life emphasizes the importance of controlling one's responses to external events rather than being controlled by them. In a time when everyone seems to be reacting impulsively, the unshaken individual, someone who remains composed regardless of the circumstances, gains a unique form of respect and power. At the heart of Stoicism is the recognition that we cannot control the world around us, but we can control how we respond to it. Life is full of setbacks, difficulties, and obstacles, but it is our ability to remain unshaken in the face of these challenges that sets us apart. When the world around us is chaotic, unpredictable, or even hostile, the Stoic's calm presence is both a source of personal strength and a powerful signal to others. The Stoic understands that nothing external, be it criticism, failure, or even success, can disturb their inner peace unless they allow it. This unwavering composure is what makes the Stoic an anchor in turbulent times, and it is what commands respect from those around them. The Stoic philosophy encourages individuals to adopt a mindset that prioritizes reason over emotion. This does not mean suppressing emotions, but rather acknowledging them without allowing them to dictate our actions. When something unexpected or stressful happens, a Stoic takes a step back, evaluates the situation rationally, and chooses a response that aligns with their values and goals. This thoughtful pause is what prevents rash decisions and emotional outbursts, which can escalate chaos and undermine personal stability. The ability to respond with reason and clarity, instead of reacting with impulse or fear, is one of the key reasons why Stoics remain unshaken while others are swept away by emotional currents. A Stoic also practices acceptance. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is that we should accept what we cannot change. This is the essence of serenity, understanding that certain things are beyond our control and that stressing over them is futile. When faced with difficult situations, whether they involve personal loss, professional setbacks, or social conflict, a Stoic does not waste time lamenting or blaming. Instead, they focus on what they can control: their thoughts, their reactions, and their next steps. This acceptance of reality as it is, rather than as they wish it to be, allows them to maintain their calm no matter the external circumstances. Moreover, the unshaken Stoic leads by example. In chaotic or high-pressure situations, people often look to others for guidance. A Stoic's composed demeanor provides a stabilizing force for those around them. When everyone else is panicking or reacting emotionally, the Stoic remains calm and collected, offering a sense of reassurance and clarity. This is why the world respects the unshaken. Not only do they maintain their own peace, but they also help others find their center in times of turmoil. By remaining steady in the storm, the Stoic naturally attracts admiration and trust, because people are drawn to those who exude stability and confidence. To stay calm amid chaos, the Stoic also practices mindfulness and detachment. In moments of stress or confusion, they focus on staying present and grounded in the moment. This helps them avoid getting lost in anxiety about the future or regret about the past. Stoics remind themselves regularly that external circumstances are temporary and that their reactions are the only things they can control. Through this practice of detachment, They create a mental buffer that protects them from being swept up in the emotional waves that affect others.